Hi and welcome to GRTV. Today I'm here to tell you about Fable 2, the new role-playing game from Lionhead and Microsoft Studios. Fable 2, of course, it's in the name, is the sequel to the first Fable. And the first Fable was the first proper role-playing game from Lionhead, which is a studio that has previously focused on adding a lot of new mechanics to well-known genres. And they're doing this with Fable as well.
Oh, what was that? Oh, yuck. Well, I hear that's lucky.
First and foremost, Fable 2 is a role-playing game, and this means, of course, that you go on quests, you kill monsters, you gain experience, and you get new weapons, new skills, new magics, everything. And in this regard, Fable 2 is the same game as you know. This being Lionhead, though, means that they have added a whole lot of new stuff. Most of all, you interacting with the world. Everything you do in Fable, Lionhead would have you believe, has a consequence. And while that's not true in all, some of the stuff they've added actually works.
With a few more deeds like that, the abbot will have no choice but to accept you as the escort.
The Ring of Emotions is a little ring you can call forward with just a tap of a button. And herein is a lot of expressions that you can use to either impress or scare. Compared to other role-playing games, you will actually have to be a quite social being, because everything you do has an impact on the people. If I go in and solve some quest for a particular city, this city will give me bonuses like better prices and just a general love. The love can actually be translated to a small child because I'm able to find myself a wife, if that's what I want. However, I can also do the opposite thing. I can go in, be really, really evil, scare people, and just threaten everyone to get what I want. The choice is up to you, and the consequences of this system is what really makes Fable unique.
You're mine now.
The fighting system in the first Fable was really good, and I was actually quite nervous when I heard that they were planning on changing it for the sequel. Especially when I heard that they had planned a really simple system. However, they have come up with a really clever solution.
You should get out of there. Head for the surface, quickly.
Each of your 3 different attacks has a button dedicated to it. That's melee, that's long range, and magic. And somehow they have managed to put in a lot of different attacks on each button. Attacks that you unlock with you, of course, gaining the experience. And it really makes for a diverse fighting system when you have all the possibilities at hand. Fable 2 is all about choices, and in that matter it's pretty much the same as the first game. However, Lionhead has been much more clever about it this time around. This means that at certain points in the story you will actually have to make choices. You're forced to make choices that aren't always particularly nice and will have a huge effect on the rest of the game. First and foremost, you should know that Fable 2, just like the first game, isn't a long game. I completed pretty much all the game with all the quests in right about 12 hours. Also, just like the first game, the game doesn't offer you a lot of end-game content when you have actually managed to defeat the final enemy. Lionhead would have you believe that running around, marrying people, getting children, buying houses is a lot of fun, but it just wasn't enough for me.
Don't you have anything better to do than bother grown-ups?
Also, the graphics in general just aren't up to par with what we're usually seeing on the Xbox. While the world is really, really interesting and really well designed and has a certain flair, the characters themselves look like HD versions of the characters from Fable 1, which is pretty bad when your hero is supposed to be the avatar that you truly believe in. Fable 2 is without a doubt one of the most anticipated Xbox 360 games right about now. And while it doesn't live up to its full potential, it's still a really good action role-playing game. It offers a lot of unique things that you just won't see in other games, which makes it a really fun and original experience. But you still only have the 12 hours of gameplay. And even though I enjoyed it fully, I was still just needing more when I had completed it. In all, Fable 2 is a game that very much builds on the best parts from its predecessor, and is probably even closer to what Molyneux anticipated the first game to be. It's got an exceptionally good fighting system that's far better than in the first game. And also, the story in itself is just far better. Unfortunately, it's far too short a game. And even though I enjoyed it from start to finish, that is really what should determine if you should go out and buy the game.
Be feared, be worshipped, be mocked, be loved, be a legend. Who will you become?